New research reportedly showing that certain compounds in hemp plants can prevent coronavirus from entering human cells. This is fascinating. Researchers at Oregon State looking into how cannabinoid acids, which are abundant in hemp, bind to certain proteins in the virus and effectively block infection. The research published in the Journal of Natural Products. And a lot of people who are naturopaths or into holistic alternatives to even vaccines are talking about different ways to protect themselves from the virus. But my colleague Rudabeh Shabazi, who hosts NewsNation Prime on weekends, is actually physically in studio. Excited to have you with us.
Excited to be here. My first time on this set.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I feel like part of the family.
You are part of the family. We're glad to have you with us. And again, I know this is not your typical day where you would come in the studio, so appreciate it.
No problem.
This story is interesting. And again, nobody's talking about what can replace a vaccine or but a lot of people have been interested into how other kinds of medicines, including plant-based treatments, could actually help protect people.
Well, it is really interesting because it has so much potential, right? It's just in its early stages now. A lot of research still needs to be done, but it is a good sign. It's a hopeful sign that there are other compounds out there. And you kind of explained how it worked. If you remember the image of the spike protein, and when we see those images of COVID, we see that round spike protein with the little spikes that stick out. There it is. So that's why it's called coronavirus, right? Because of crown. Because it comes from that. So those little spikes are what bind on to, the proteins in the body and the cell structure. And I'm simplifying this. I'm not a medical expert, okay? So
you're making a point.
Don't hold me to it, but this is just based on my research, and we're going to have a guest on this weekend who can explain it far better than me. But basically, in a nutshell, those little spikes are what bind onto the proteins in your body. And so the hemp compounds, 2 different compounds in hemp, they've now found through this study that those bind onto those spikes, which means they can't then cling on to other things in the body, which causes the infection.
Yeah,
and not only that, that's for contracting the virus, but if you already have the virus, there is some research that shows that this could actually not help cure it, but to help alleviate it, make it a little bit better. So we have the lead author of that study, Richard Van Bremen, on, and he's going to explain it far better than I'm explaining it now.
No, you're doing an awesome job, but I think a lot of people immediately go from hemp to marijuana, which obviously both coming from the same plant. Is smoking marijuana something that actually helps to prevent COVID infection? That's what people are probably wondering.
Sorry, no.
You don't have to
a lot of people
apologize.
would like to hear like to hear a different answer, and that would be kind of an easy fix for a lot of people. But no, smoking does not have the same effect. This would probably be, if it was ever developed in a capsule, something that you ingest. And smoking, of course, never recommended any kind of smoking because it affects the lungs, and you don't want your lungs to be vulnerable to COVID.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you for making that.
But I think a lot of people
clear.
are interested in that very question. I think that's why a lot of people are interested in this story.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll look forward to tuning in this weekend. Of course, you can watch NewsNation Prime Weekend with Rudabeh Shabazi every Saturday and Sunday night. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern, that's Saturday, and Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Thanks, Rudabeh, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.